Prince Louis made his Sandringham Christmas debut. The 4-year-old royal joined his parents, Prince William and Kate Middleton, and older siblings, Prince George and Princess Charlotte, to attend Christmas Day service at St. Mary Magdalene Church. They accompanied the rest of the royal family. This is King Charles' first Christmas as monarch, on their traditional walk to church, greeting members of the public. Today, King Charles made his first Christmas Day broadcast, paying tribute to the late Queen Elizabeth. Christmas is a particularly poignant time for all of us who have lost loved ones. We feel their absence at every familiar turn of the season and remember them in each cherished tradition, he said. As a young prince, Louis wore a long navy jacket over red shorts with high-knee socks, a traditional outfit for younger male members of the royal family. He wasn't the only little royal to make his Christmas walk debut. Zara and Mike Tindall's daughters, Mia Tindall and Lena Tindall, also joined the royals today, as did Princess Beatrice's stepson Christopher Wolfe. Their cousins Savannah and Isla Phillips were also in attendance, but the royal sisters, Peter Phillips' daughters, had done the walk in previous years. Prince Louis' siblings made their Sandringham Christmas debuts in 2019. Princess Charlotte was 4 years old, and Prince George was 7 years old. Their dad, Prince William, first participated in the traditional royal Christmas walk at age 5. While Charlotte and George have been out and about with their parents this year, Prince Louis has likely been deemed too little. He only joined the rest of the family during Queen Elizabeth's Platinum Jubilee celebrations, when he made funny faces on the Buckingham Palace balcony and stole the show. Zara and Mike Tindall looked coordinated in grey outfits with a touch of burgundy as they held the hands of their youngest daughter Lena, 4, to join the king and the other members of the royal family for the Christmas Day church service this morning. The daughter of Princess Anne, 41, and her husband, 44, were seen walking behind the Prince and Princess of Wales as they headed to the church for the festive service at St. Mary Magdalene Church on the Norfolk estate. The parents of 3 held little Lena's hand, who was dressed in a burgundy coat with gold buttons, while their eldest daughter Mia, 8, walked in front of them in a grey coat with lapels. The couple's youngest child, 1-year-old Lucas, did not attend the Christmas Day service as he's too young. Princess Anne's daughter Zara wore a grey coat from L.K. Bennett and a hat from London-based milliner Juliette Botterill. She paired the outfit with a burgundy patent handbag and burgundy pumps. Meanwhile, ex-rugby star and former Jungle graduate Mike looked dapper in a grey suit. At one point, cheeky Lena appeared to play with her parents as she strolled with them and looked as if she might want to break free. However, the excited young royal beamed for the crowds. Like the other members of the royal family, it is the first time Mike and Zara are attending the Christmas Day service in 2 years. The occasion was cancelled in 2020 due to the coronavirus crisis, and did not take place in 2021 either, as the late Queen stayed in Windsor for the holidays in a break from tradition. The couple, who are the parents of Mia, 8, Lena, 4 and Lucas, who is nearly 2, looked poised as they joined Zara's relatives for the outing. Hundreds of well-wishers have been queuing since the early hours to catch a glimpse of members of the royal family, and waved excitedly as the King and Queen consort drove to the church. The bittersweet occasion saw the family put on a show of unity as they marked the first Christmas since the death of Queen Elizabeth II, who died on September 8, and after the explosive Netflix documentary of the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. It is the first time King Charles III is organizing the event, marking the beginning of a new era for the royals. The Prince and Princess of Wales are staying with the King and Queen consort for the festive holidays, alongside the Earl and Countess of Wessex and their children. Speaking ahead of the celebrations, Mike Tindall has admitted that the royal family's first Christmas without the Queen will be very different, as he opened up about his family's festive plans on his podcast The Good, The Bad The Rugby, which he co-hosts with James Haskell and Alex Payne. Filming a Christmas special of the show for YouTube, Mike, who appeared in I Am a Celebrity Get Me Out of Here earlier this month, was seen dressed in a Santa hat and wrapped in a strand of gold tinsel. When asked by host Alex Payne if Christmas for the royals would be very different, Mike replied, "Yeah, it probably will be. I don't really know, I am quite looking forward to it. Obviously, there's a lot of change, there's lots of firsts. This year will be the first time King Charles delivers a Christmas speech to the nation, something the Queen did every year of her 70-year reign. He is expected to speak movingly about Queen Elizabeth in his first-ever Christmas message, which will be broadcast at 3 p.m. today. The broadcast was produced by BBC Studios Events rather than ITV, whose turn it was to record the King's first festive address under a rotating producer system between the BBC, ITV and Sky News. It is believed the royal family went with the BBC because it has experience of shooting in St. George Chapel this year. The royal biographer Sally Bedell-Smith told The Times that the monarch has invited the Duchess of York to spend Christmas at Sandringham with the rest of the family for the first time since her divorce from Prince Andrew. Meanwhile, the Duke of York will be spending Christmas at the royal estate as well, but did not appear this morning for the public walk to church. Yesterday, the country watched as the family put on a show of unity at Kate's Together at Christmas Carol concert at Westminster Abbey. The event, which was recorded on December 15, was broadcast on ITV at 7:30 p.m. last night to mark Christmas Eve. Ahead of the event, the Princess of Wales revealed that the heartwarming concert had been dedicated to the late Queen, and to all those who are sadly no longer with us. In an introduction shared ahead of the concert's broadcast, Kate talked emotionally of the late monarch's affinity with the festive period, as a time which brings people together and reminds us all of important values. The 40-year-old royal held her first event last year, which was such a success that she decided to bring it back, in the likelihood that it could become an annual fixture. She said, "Last year's event reminded me what I love most about Christmas, seeing people coming together, celebrating and experiencing special moments, whilst also thinking about the year that's passed." This Christmas will be our first without Her late Majesty Queen Elizabeth. Her Majesty held Christmas close to her heart, as a time that brought people together and reminded us of the importance of faith, friendship and family, and to show empathy and compassion. This year, the Princess invited hundreds of inspiring individuals to the service to recognize their contributions up and down the country. She described them as those who showcase the power of connectedness and community values, allowing us to continue Her Majesty's tradition of recognizing and thanking those who have gone above and beyond to support others. And she added, "Her Majesty leaves with us an incredible legacy and one that has deeply inspired many of us." This year's carol service is dedicated to her and to all those who are sadly no longer with us. So, whilst Christmas will feel very different this year, we can still remember the memories and traditions we shared. Take time to slow down and celebrate with family and friends all the wonderful things that make Christmas so special. In a £400 black sequin knit crop cardigan, from Self-Portrait, she recorded her the message last week during a visit to the Abbey amid final preparations for the service. Supported by the Royal Foundation, the service was held at Westminster Abbey on December 15 and was attended by scores of senior royals including Their Majesties the King and Queen Consort. The program was narrated by Catherine Zeta-Jones, and featured tributes to Her Majesty the Queen and short films highlighting individuals who go above and beyond to support others.